From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Third down.
Here's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4.
Now it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
To throw is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
We played two defense too well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
He got over it so quick.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Over score quickly and play some defense and they get the ball out.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Stafford looks to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Really? Are you kidding me?
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
180, zebra. $22. Hey, 50. Hey, 5-0.
Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Rams 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 30 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Set. 180. Zebra. Double right. Hey, 70. Hey, 54.
Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Blue stick, 53. Ready. Zebra.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
80. 32. Middle. 59. Big 20.
Now Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Red 80. Hey, give me radar. 32. Omaha. Ready, blue.
To the air again, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
32.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, 22! Pretty hot!
Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In motion goes the tight end. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it up front,
Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Monday. Like 7. Hey, 5 up. Hey, give me radar.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nacua. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Gain of 24 yards. That's another Rams.
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
53, ready.
Back to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Donald. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Now 2nd and 9. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Go, set.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here now, 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-0. You go set. You wait. 32. Alert. Monday.
Now Stafford. And that's caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Stay 50.
Stafford now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now you're 1 completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Now it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Wilson Davis to kick off.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing here, Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down